What is up, guys, and welcome to the South Coast. Today's video is a little bit different. I usually don't make these kind of videos, but I noticed there wasn't any sort of real good video on this on YouTube yet. So today's video, I'm changing one of the rear lugs in my, it's a 2014 Ram 2500 with the Cummins engine in it. So I'm already part of the way done with this, and then I remembered, hey, maybe I should go grab the camera, show everybody else. So here we go. Alright guys, so as you can see, I already got the tire off. Once you get the tire off, you got to come in here. Let's see, these two right there, and down here, these two bolts, 13/16 inch wrench will get them off, but they go through those brackets into the brake caliper. Just have the brake caliper sitting up there for right now, out of the way. So you get those two bolts out. And then, let's see, where are they? You got these little copper retainers that hold the brake drum rotor on. So you gotta pull those off. You don't really need these anymore. And then have to use your old persuader. Use your persuader to get the brake rotor slash parking brake drum off. Once that's done, this was my stud that was messed up. It was right in here. You use your persuader again and just pop it out. There's enough room on the back side. If I can get it to show. There's enough room on this back side for the lug to come out. So I'm gonna get set up. We'll get the new lug set in there and work on getting it in place. Pro tip for you. Put your lug in the freezer. Let it get nice and cold. It'll shrink up a little bit. Make it much easier to get it in there. Alright guys, so as you can see, that stud is fully seated in the hub. I have no damage to any of the threads. I think we're good to go. So the way I did that is probably going to seem a bit unorthodox or a little bit out of the norm. One might even say it's the wrong way to go about seating a stud. Ideally, you'd have some sort of press. You could even use like a C-clamp and a socket that's the right size. I didn't have the right size C-clamp or right size socket, so I went with this method. As you saw, I had that wrench on the stud, then threaded the lug nut on there, and I used that wrench as a lever to sort of start seating the lug into the hub, get a good bite on it. Probably should not have used the hammer on that wrench at all. That probably wasn't the best idea, but it is what it is. It got the job done. So with putting the stud in the freezer, it shrunk that metal and allowed me to get it pretty much, I'd say it was probably about half to 3/4 of the way seated with just the leverage on the wrench prior to using the lug tool, the tire wrench, to sort of suck it in the rest of the way. I will tell you this, that was a sacrificial lug nut. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a bit of a ridge on there now. So this is basically trash. I'll hang on to it in case I have any more of these lugs give me issues in the future. But I have another lug nut to put on there, so that's no issue to me. I don't know what it is about the lugs on this truck. This is the third one I've had to replace. It all started, I got a new set of tires a while back, and I think whenever the mechanic put the tires back on, put my wheels on after putting the new tires on the wheels, I think he may have given it a few too many uggaduggas, did not use a torque wrench on it, so it hurt some of the lugs. So I had to go, I replaced every lug nut on here, and luckily it was only 3 lugs, the studs themselves, that I had to replace. I had to do 2 in the front and this one in the rear. I didn't make a video on the front because I sort of found a couple videos on YouTube that were good enough to get me by, so if you're needing to do the front, go check those out. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this rear brake and wheel and everything put back together. We should be good to go. Alright guys, well, once again, I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it helped. If you're having issues with the lug studs on your 2500 Ram truck, really wish they would have made them out of some harder metal, but it is what it is. We'll just replace them and go about our day. I know just using my standard ratchet handle did not get those two different size lug nuts to the correct torque, so I'm going to be checking those pretty frequently until I get the new set that I can actually use my lug wrench on. But until then, we'll just roll with it, keep an eye on them, go from there. But anyway, if you got anything out of this video, hit that thumbs up, leave me some comments, and subscribe to the channel. I may do more videos of working on the truck, not real sure. Hopefully I don't have much else to work on. But anyway guys, like I said earlier when I tried to close this video out the first time, we'll catch you next time down here on the South Coast. Y'all have a good one.